First of all, I want to stand here and confirm that I'm here to support the majority report which has been presented by the Chair of Defense and Internal Affairs. Number two, Madam Speaker, with your permission, allow me to say the following, colleagues.
Continue.
Madam Speaker, I need to be protected by Honorable Nsereko so that I can make my case.
Honorable Nsereko, why don't you leave your colleague, then you come. Honorable, go and continue.
Madam Speaker, first of all, I want to address myself to the country on a matter which are regarding the Uganda People's Defense Forces Amendment Bill. I hope the country clearly understands what this amendment is all about. Why am I bringing this? We seem to be only tailoring the bigger picture of the bill to one item which is now discussing about the court-martial. And I want really fellow countrymen and women to first understand the objective of this bill helps us to improve the welfare of our defense forces, which at all times lives to protect this country where we all cherish, whether we are in Parliament or not in Parliament. However, allow me to address one issue on the minority report. Madam Speaker, and I want to read it verbatim, and it paints, and specifically from my brother, Honorable Jonathan. Madam Speaker, give me 1 minute. The scenario of Karamoja, which I want to quote from his minority view. The scenario of Karamoja, which was presented in the committee as a success story of court-martial, was unjustified. It was claimed that the judicial officers had feared to be deployed in Karamoja as a hear case because of insecurity. And he asked the following questions. My brother, I'm a victim. I am a victim here. If we talk about Karamoja, I am a victim. If you talk about Karamoja, my mother was raped. If you talk about Karamoja, I lost my father. If you talk about Karamoja, I'm still losing people up to now. What are you talking about? When we're here, friends, let's be sincere to ourselves. Some of our people are not sleeping in their houses because of Karachunas who continue to make our people suffer. Friends, this law, this court-martial has helped our people to begin going back to their homes. Friends, our people are now able to go back to their gardens to work because of the court-martial. Where were you at that time when there was no court-martial? Were we not in camps? So when we are here, friends, Honorable Jonathan Obu, our cows left. Where are our cows? Is it Museveni who took our cows or the cattle rustlers? Is it indeed Museveni who helped us now to begin even going to compensate on our cows, which were taken by the cattle rustlers? So friends, when we are here, Madam Speaker, for you to come and insinuate that the court-martial case is not a success in Karamoja is entirely being unrealistic, being not nationalistic, being not a leader of your stature, Honorable Do.
Thank you.
The General has clarified a number of issues. You know, for us in football, when you are passing and you get boys or girls playing football with a good talent, we pick them and take them to football clubs. We don't take them to Malua groups, so that their talents are well developed and handled there. So in a situation one is carrying a gun to harm others, terrorize others, berets which are for military, what is the interest of that person? Do you have to waste time with that person? Take that person where he belongs. Take to the court which it belongs. And now, the issues of independence have been clarified here. in this bill, which is so good. In case there are going to be any gaps, we are still here. We shall come back and amend those gaps to make it better and better. Laws are built and made better over time. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I would like now to propose that we constitute ourselves to the Committee of the Whole House, and then we debate the clauses. Thank you.
At 10 a.m. and we were in the House. Some things we might not tell you everything. Yeah. It's also not very wise to give a blueprint of literally everything. Yeah. What's important is we did inform you that we shall be in the House today at 10 a.m. because that's our House. They can deploy, you've seen drones all over, they can do whatever and all of that, but it is our House. So we said we shall be here at 10 a.m. And whatever happened after that has happened, but we were in the House at 10 a.m. and that was very important. We had the option of not showing up today. Yeah, as some people were saying, but we said, no, this is our House, it is our space. We shall be in the House at 10 a.m. And we were. Do we have trust in the courts of law? Look, there are still judges who are very concerned about this country. And you've seen some progressive decisions. And that's why you see Mr. Museveni many times is always castigating some of these judges, saying, some of you bad judges, you should stop releasing people on bail and so on and so forth. Yeah, because there are some judges who are saying, but the law is the law. Why do you hold somebody for donkey's years without releasing them on bail? It is wrong. So they are there, and we believe we shall be able to appeal to that school of thought. Besides, it is the same Supreme Court that issued this ruling. So we are saying, this was your ruling. Fight to see to it that it is upheld.
Uniform. Nolwekyo abantu baffe njagala bakimanye abali eyo nti ffe okusigalayo kwaffe era abasajja tubasuusiza kye tubasuusiza kakati kitegeeza tebakyasobola kumala gajja ne bakwata nti olina akakoofiira kaddugavu olina akakoofiira just kakala myufu kateeka okubaako logo ya UPDF serial number n'ebyefaananyirizaako bwe bityo kyekimu n'engatto n'ebifaananako bwe bityo so bo si kujja buzi ne bagamba eyo engatto efaanana eyaffe. Ekyokubiri tuwakanya ekigambo ekigamba nti omuntu tayinza kujulira mu high court agende straight mu court of appeal. Ekyokusatu procedure terambikiddwa ngeri ki gye banaawozaamu bantu bano mu kooti zino naddala abantu okusamba eddembe lyabwe okweyimirira n'okujulira byebyo byennyini wetukomye.
Somebody asked disagreement from some members. Yeah, that can happen. And that's why we normally agree to meet. Yesterday we were here. The number you see today is a lot more than that which was here yesterday. So if for one reason or another some members were not here yesterday and they are unhappy and so on, I am a leader, and you know, these are leaders, these are mature adults and leaders in their own right too. You're not going to get a stick. Look for people, where are you? Come here for this meeting, and so on and so forth. No, that cannot happen. We respect one another. So when we call for a meeting, some will show up, some might not show up. Maybe you'll hear them quarreling. Why did you decide the way you decided, even when they were not present? There's nothing I can do for them, because this is not a school. I'm going to get a chiboko and I begin to whip fellow leaders, because even the chief opposition whip, he whips within the rules. He will invite members, you know, reach out to them, please come and attend plenary, attend committees, attend meetings and so on. But he's not going to arrest any member, yeah? So we keep moving nonetheless. Because you see, in the run up to all of this, you've been seeing all that's been happening. Some people you will not whip. You know, some people you will not whip. We told you about the 100 million shillings, for example. And we said NRM people got it. But even some opposition, not all, but some. How am I going to whip those people who were paid to frustrate this process and to make sure the bill passes as is? But you do what you have got to do. Because ultimately, we are accountable to the people of Uganda.